All right, guys, we are back with the Edison format finals at Epik Cards and Games in Hurst, Texas. We have Dirty Dan on the left playing his signature Nurse Burn deck versus yours truly on the right playing Blackwings. Now, I'm trying to go for a three-peat with Blackwings. Now, this tournament was only 3 rounds, basically single elimination. We didn't get that many players on a weekday. Sometimes our weekdays are like hit or miss. We'll get like 18 one week and then like 10 the next, 10 or 11 or 12 the next week. And I think we have to hit at least 12 in order for us to have top cut. And I think we barely missed the cut. We had like 11, which I prefer. I don't like playing out top cut on the weekdays because I'm such a, like, I get so tired. Now, let's see. Now, this is, I believe, at least the 3rd time Daniel and I have faced in the finals this year with Nurse Burn. There might be a 4th one that I can't remember, but I know I beat him once with Blackwings and once with Value. It might have been twice with Blackwings, I just don't remember. But anyway, Daniel goes first. Sets 3, and I go Shura Whirlwind. Now, I remember here, I could have Black Rosed him. Like, just go Shura, Gale, Black Rose, but I thought it wasn't worth it. At least not yet. This is such a tricky matchup, and it's been a while since Daniel's been on Nurse Burn. So, also this matchup comes down to whether or not you see Icarus. We'll see if I have the Icarus. So I choose to attack him with Gale, leaving him at 67. So you can see here I'm debating on attacking him with Shura. Because Daniel... So, in the past, Daniel would start dimensioning while in the first monster. And this time he didn't do it. So I was a little confused because a lot of people would play around his dimension walls with only attacking with the weaker monster, which is what I did there. So you saw I thought about it. But then in my head I'm thinking, okay, what in the past you used to dimension wall the weaker monster. But this time he didn't, so maybe the correct play is just to always only hit with the weaker monster. So I thought he didn't have it. Okay, so here comes Upstart. Chain basically the nurse trap. The trap version of the nurse. So I take 1,000 and double Upstart the Oscar special. I always say this, but can you imagine if Upstart said, draw a card and your opponent loses 1,000 points? Everybody would play that card. It'd probably be banned. I think it would be banned. It's like there's no downside to that card. Okay, so Dana sets a couple of back rows, passes. Summon Blizzy, the pregnant bird. Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2. Get Vayu. Yeah, one of the reasons why I didn't Black Rose him turn 1 was because I didn't want him to go like Chain Reckless, chain a bunch of I just didn't feel it was worth it. But it might have been worth it. I am playing on my RBT Top Cut mat from Los Angeles. I love this mat, but I just don't like playing on it. But it does look good on camera. So ditch Vayu and Sirocco. So maybe I'm going to try to go for game. So you can see here, yeah, because 25 plus, because he took 13 already, right? On board, I have 48. 50. Yeah, it's game with Armwing and Vayu. So I decided to bounce his 2 back rows, trying to see if he's going to chain anything first. So pay the cost. Let's see what Dirty Dan. It's funny because when Dan first pulled up to the locals with this deck, I really struggled against him. Because I kind of didn't know how to play against his deck. But then I got the hang of it and I started doing better against him. But maybe since he hasn't played this deck in months, I kind of like got a little bit of rust against him. I know people hated when he played this deck, but to me, I don't mind. It's local, so And you all occasionally people like you run into chain burn and nurse burn on DB ladder, and there's always one guy at a major event playing chain burn. Always one random guy pulls up with chain burn. All right, let's see. I mean, I played triple Icarus. Deck dev's okay in this matchup as well. Let's see, what else can I do? So, summon another Blizzy. Target Gale. No Whirlwind because I only play one Vayu. I'm still always shocked when people play two, because like I hate drawing the one of. And people love playing two. All right, here comes Just Desserts. So he's going to burn me for 2,000. And Ceasefire, so that's 25, that's game. So what the 18, yeah, the 1800 maybe mattered. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have attacked with the Shura. I'd probably still lose that game, but yeah, don't attack with the strongest monsters. But I thought, my thought process, I thought Daniel was gonna just dimension wall my first monster. Because you can see I thought about it after I hit him with the Gale. But I remembered in the past, he would always dimension wall the first monster, but that time he didn't. So it's kind of like, he got me. Anyway, let's see if I can pull off the Legacy 2-0 and go for the 3-peat. I mean, I cite at least 2 Dust Tornadoes, so game 2 and 3 is a little bit easier. So I start off with Shura, 1 back row. Let's see if Daniel's going to play around Icarus. And he's probably going to play around Icarus. Yeah, you see here, he's playing around Icarus, just setting 1. Pass. So I don't have Dust. I still could have Icarus. I also have to play around Lava Golem. I can't just slam down monsters. So I decide to MST his Nurse Trap card. Attacking for 18. Leaving him at 62. So we're 62 to 8k. Yeah, he's got Lava Golem in his hand. Dance. Sets 1. So still playing around Icarus. And here comes Jar. Yep, I was on Jar on this particular day. This tournament was, I think, right before, the day before I left to Denver. So you can see here, if you saw my deck profile from Denver, I cut Jar the day before. Here comes Evan. And I'm explaining why I cut Jar the day before. I remember I was playing on DB. Yeah, the day before Denver, and I faced some guy playing some fairy deck. And I remember like I had a Dark Arm, and I drew a Jar, and he summoned the Gear Free that pops Dark Arm. I'm thinking if this was any other card, I win the game. But I lost because I couldn't protect my Dark Arm. Or stop his monster summon. Oh, that's game right there. Unless if he has Battle Fader. So 18. And he does have Battle Fader. Dark Arm, pop the Fader, set 1. Pass. Oh man, the Fader saved him, and now he's going to Lava Golem me. Now, what is he afraid of? I think you leave the Brio up because you can't leave Dark Armed up, right? So you have to get rid of Dark Arm. You have to get rid of Shura, I think. So leave Brio and... Yeah, leave Brio up. Because I have no cards. So he did drop the Lava Golem? I'm pretty sure he had Lava Golem. I saw it in his hand. So why didn't he drop the Lava Golem? I don't know. So here comes Dark Armed. Maybe because he has T-Roar. So I choose to go Brio first. To give myself more darks. He changed Just Desserts, so I'm going to take 15. Dark Armed effect. Pop. He changed. Okay, so this is why he didn't drop the... Okay, it makes sense. He had Reckless Greed and T-Roar. $62 to $65. I think he has. Well, do I still have dark? So many lava golems. And let's see, what's he gonna play around? So he's deciding here. I have one dark. So if you do Shura Brio, you give me two darks. If you do, you could do Brio Dad. You could do Shura Dad. If you're afraid of Icarus, you do Shura Dad and leave me with the Brio because I can only bounce one card. So I think the play is leave me with Brio. Yep, so he says Shura for sure. And probably Dark Arm, because that's two darks. So yeah, Dark Arm seems like the play. Brio, I'm only going to be able to bounce. Yeah, this was the right move. So leaves him with three cards, one of them being the Nurse. But he's at 62. So I'm going to get burned for 1,000 by Lava Golem. So 23. But he's still under Reckless. So 23. So 53 total, leaving him at 900. Set 1, pass. So turn 2, skip. Can he even do anything? Does he have a play? I know he has one Nurse in his hand. Oh, he has Battle Fader. I take 1,000. But I have Royal Oppression. So attack for game. He reveals a Battle Fader, and I oppress the Fader, and that is game. So I force the third game against Dirty Dan. Will he finally get that win for Nurse Burn? We'll see. Or will I get another three-peat? Yeah, was this tournament before? Yeah, I'm pretty sure this one was before Denver. Yeah, this one was this was definitely like the day before Denver. Oh, he opened Starlight Road. So he set one. And here, Dan set 5. So he sighted in Starlight Road, and here comes a Whirlwind Bora. So I'm going to go for the Black Rose, and I'm going to get Starlight Roaded. It's unfortunate. Now, I think I'm kind of walking into Starlight Road here, but yeah, you can see it. Starlight Road. But is it worth going for it? Maybe not. I'm about to take a ton of damage. This might have been a really greedy play. So he attacks for 14, attacks for 25. Just because he hit me for a ton of damage. Here comes Blizzard. So one thing is like Daniel just kind of got me with the mind games, which I felt like he could be bluffing me whenever he's like, he said, if you got it, you got it. So I was kind of in my head thinking, are you bluffing me or not? And I still went for it, probably because my hand was not that good. I was just hoping he was bluffing me. Javi always tries to play those mind games too. But it just depends on your opponent. Like, I played some guy on DB yesterday, and like I top decked Mirror Force, and I switched my Catastrophe to defense mode to make him think I didn't have Mirror Force, but he didn't fall for it. He actually, I think he like waited. Yeah, it just depends on your opponent. Anyways, here he just deserts and secret barrels me, so I'm gonna take 2,016 from secret barrel, leaving me at 500. So go for Brio. Try and get the Stardust off the board. So Brio effect. So you can see I'm debating how many cards am I going to discard. Discard Vayu, Sirocco, and Oppression. I mean, Oppression is dead. Bounce back everything. And activate Vayu, most likely. Oh, so just hit him for 23. Set 1, pass to Dan. And here it summons Tomato. He's got Road, so it crashes Tomato into Brio. Break out the Nurse. And he's gonna beat me with my own card. You can see Daniel's laughing. And I told him, I remember I'm sitting down and I told him, don't do it, man. Don't beat me with Upstart. And he did. So congrats to Daniel. Finally gets that win with Nurse. Beats me with my own card, Upstart Goblin. See, this is why Upstart is better than Jar. Another reason. How many times have you jarred someone for game? But Dan, I think like I did not play. I could have played better that finals. Like not make the Black. What's funny is I probably should have Black Rosed him game 1, and that's part of the reason why I didn't Black. Well, I did Black Rose him game 3 because I remember thinking game 1 I should have just Black Rosed him. Even though I had Whirlwind up, I should have just Black Rosed him, and then it might have been a different outcome. But I didn't feel it was worth it. But now looking back, it's like I should just Black Rose in game 1, and game 3 I shouldn't have Black Rosed him. I should have read the Starlight Road, but again, it says like he told me he was kind of like I couldn't tell whether he was trying to get me to walk into the Starlight Road, and he got me with the mind games there. I just wasn't sure. It's like I was kind of hoping that he was bluffing me, and then I could Black Rose him and easily win. But with my hand, I didn't want to have to grind through all those back rows. I didn't see Icarus, I didn't see Dust Tornadoes, so that's one of the reasons why I kind of went for it. Do I win if I don't give him the Stardust? Well, he wouldn't have hit me for a ton of damage. He wouldn't have hit me for like all that damage. Also, I could have brought out the Brio in defense mode. This is a tricky matchup. It's a hard deck to play against. But congrats to Daniel. I think I'm gonna get his deck profile. I know people have been asking for it. I'm gonna get his deck profile eventually. I was supposed to get it last week, but he left his deck at home. But I'm gonna try and get it soon. So stay tuned for that one sometime in the future, in the next couple, like either this week or next week. I'll get his deck profile. And if you guys haven't already, please consider joining our members only. I'm going to start uploading a bunch of War League videos coming up. We have 2 teams from Epik competing this season. So if you guys are interested, only $2.9 in a month. Also have a coupon code for 5% off Yugioh singles and product at Epik Cards and Games. Those links are in the description, and I'll see you guys next time.